probably heard of me. I've had a lot of unpleasant publicity about the fight between Wade Barnett and my father.
Gloria Grant. Grant was my mother's name.
Young Stanfield, better than anyone else, knows that what I want, I get.
I'm always interested in anything electrical.
Created the greatest, most far-reaching invention of the age. It was the Vanishing Ray. You could learn all their secrets.
Ahoy hoy, flashbags! It's me, Reginald Ignatius Servo, your favorite robot overlord, here to take over this rinky-dink operation.
Now, Reginald, I don't think this is such a good idea. Now, I know Russ has been tired because he's been working real hard lately, but he ain't gonna like this. I just know it.
Oh yeah? Well, he's still sleeping, so I'm taking over. He was supposed to get this episode out yesterday, but instead he chose frivolous things like doing the dishes and yard work, so now this is my...
What do you think you're doing? Alright, clear out of here, you freeloader.
Well, I'm not the one who wasted his time sleeping for the past 10 hours.
Scram.
Well, fine, I'm gonna go play Fortnite with Camden then.
Yeah, you do that. Hello out there in Internet Land. It is I, the Baron of Blueberry Hill, and you've already heard from two of my other companions.
That would be me, Bobby Roquefort, and then that other guy.
Yeah, Reginald. It's kind of my own fault. I probably should have locked the computer overnight, but I was tired.
He was right about one thing. We really should have done this yesterday.
I know, but, well, we're doing it now.
Yes, we're here for more of The Vanishing Shadow.
Well, we've made it to the final third of this serial, and, I'm not really sure what's gonna happen next.
I think Stan's just gonna overpower Dorgan. It wouldn't be the first time he's done that.
Wasn't the last time, when Dorgan had the death ray and he still kicked the crap out of him?
I think that's enough of an intro. We should just get right to it.
Yes, let's get going.
Wouldn't a plane that big have, like, the same gravity as the moon?
Yeah, at the very least it would be dragging the ocean over the land masses of the planet as it passed.
Yep, more vanishings and more shadows.
Really needs more robots.
Oh, yeah.
So what is your dicky made out of?
A heaping helping of basil.
According to IMDb, Louis here, he directed 177 things. But The Vanishing Shadow, this was his first. This was his debut.
Well, ain't that something? Good for you, Louis.
And Walter Miller here was quite the prolific actor. Unfortunately, he died about 6 years after this serial premiered, and he was only 48.
Well, that's too bad. Wow, that was a hard 48.
I can't really argue with that. People aged very rapidly back in the day.
Chapter 9, Blazing Bulkheads.
He had a blazing bulkhead, he wore an invisible ray, his quest to keep his proxies from a bad guy named Wade.
He conquered Dorgan and his stupid thugs, he kept his newspaper clean.
He used his technical know-how as a tool to save the day.
Well, Russ, that was real fun on a bun.
Right? Thank you, Vanishing Shadow.
Meanwhile, in ancient Rome...
Hey man, thanks for the rolling papers.
Here's a proxy to vote my Tribune chair, Stanfield.
Is this a prequel to the Hudsucker proxy?
And there's mine to you, McDonald. Now, if anything happens to either of us, the other will be able to act.
Ooh, check that.
I wish Professor Van Dorn would hurry with your stock certificates.
Oh, he'll be here in a minute, Gloria. He said he'd wear the Vanishing Ray, so we know nothing can happen to him.
Rotide Yitik?
City editor backwards.
Oh.
Oh, here he is now. Nice work, Professor. Now show yourself and let's have it.
Whip it out.
I really don't need to see that.
It's a great idea. Let's have it. Hand over those proxies. What's the meaning of this outrage? Shut up.
And I want a free McMuffin, too.
What have you done with Van Dorn?
Never mind that. All made out and waiting for me, eh?
But it's
That
not
makes it
made
a
out
great
to
deal
you.
easier.
They already signed it.
Now, McDonald, just for good measure, I'll take your Tribune stock.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but they're in the Security National Bank.
Where such
That
documents
excuse
should
don't go,
be.
McDonald. Open that vault there and be quick about it.
Better give him to him, McDonald. Barnett's men stop at nothing.
Except, of course, basic competence.
And he's already turned his back on Stan.
You're stalling, McDonald. Open that vault or I'll...
Your life
But if you shoot him, no one will be able to open it.
Don't move, Stanfield.
Don't do it, Stan.
That's very good advice, Stan. Don't you do it.
He really should, though.
Give me that stock.
Oh, wait, are we missing a scene?
Yeah, how did he get out of that? And they left him with the death ray? Oh, come on!
Oh, he's out for blood now.
I don't blame him. You go get him, Van Dorn.
Durgan could have been out of here with the proxies by now.
He really should have just accepted the win and gotten the hell out of there.
Now be quiet. All of you.
Man, they have convenient parking in this.
Yeah, there's no meters, and they can just park right in front of the place.
And Badger's addled mind slowly comes to a realization.
It won't do any good to call the police as I have this.
Do it, Van Dorn.
Fire while you can still see him, come on!
There it is. Look out.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
Let him at him!
You can't
Come
stop
on!
that
What's
destroying
wrong with
ray.
you?
Might kill a dozen innocent people.
It's self-defense at this point, come on.
To pursue him now would endanger others.
Well, except for the papers he got away with, believing they were my Tribune shares, he's made a clean sweep.
And they still basically bamboozled him again.
Barnett and Cadwell, I'll have a difficult time proving my ownership. That is, if I'm here to prove it.
Why, Stanley, what do you mean?
What do you think
Well,
he
the first thing
means,
they're gonna do now
Gloria?
is try to get me out of the
How many
way, so I
times
can't
has your
interfere with
father
the
tried to
next
kill
meeting.
y'all? I mean,
Now
come
they have the
on.
means to do it. The vanishing ray.
Oh, Stanley, we're helpless.
Not quite helpless. I have a little contrivance at my lab that will more than offset their present advantage. Come, I'll show you.
Robot?
I remember when it was Barnett's live journey.
Well, Cadwell, my plans are beginning to mature.
They've opened a 401k for their retirement.
Morgan's out after it now. He may even...
Battle stations.
Vanishing Shadow. Stanfield. George Morgan.
Surprise, yeah.
Here's McDonald's and Stanfield's Tribune stock. And the proxies from both of them.
Great work, Dorgan. And what's almost as important, I've got that elusive vanishing ray.
Oh, no. You haven't got it, I've got it.
Wow, Durgan,
What do you mean?
I'm almost
I mean that
impressed.
this Stanfield affair has always gone wrong because of this girl. And your orders not to hurt her.
Yes, and I mean it.
All right, but we're entitled to know, too. Now come clean, or I take the vanishing ray and everything else and step out. Who is this girl?
This is kind of need-to-know information.
Yeah, if he had told them earlier, maybe they wouldn't be so blasé about
Real
killing her
name
or not killing her.
Gloria Barnett.
Barnett. Any relation? I'm sorry.
You think he would have just told them earlier?
What do you want me to do?
See that Stanfield doesn't attend that meeting.
Get Stanfield out of the way. I'll fix up these certificates so the transaction will never be questioned.
You know, if they had just faked documents earlier, they could have avoided all
Get
this.
Stanfield. That vanishing ray ought to make that easy. Now, as for McDonald's stock.
Wait a minute. What is this? Just a lot of old stocks of no value.
Well, Van Dorn jumped me before I had a chance to examine them.
Well, Stanfield stock alone gives me control. But set a watch on McDonald. And we'll attend to him as soon as we have Stanfield.
We'll get right into action.
So you've basically won, but you're going to open yourself up to failure anyway. Good job.
Looks like they're setting up a Game Boy 3D.
Well, what's that, Professor? An antidote for our vanishing ray.
You mean that instrument will counteract the effect of the rays?
Not exactly. It will temporarily paralyze the wearer and render him incapable of action.
Van Dorn, you wonderful overthinking bastard.
Ray, charged with the same electrical energy. Take your coat off.
Delighted.
Slip this on and I'll demonstrate to you.
Oh, this might not be a good idea, Stan.
That's it.
Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm getting in front of anything that Van Dorn has made.
You'd think Van Dorn would have patented a lot of this stuff already and been, incredibly wealthy.
Yeah, some of this stuff seems to have been sitting around for years. You'd think he would have, done something with them by now.
That's the way you treat a friend. Heaven help your enemies.
The next attack on us will be with our vanishing ray. When it comes, we'll be prepared.
I didn't want press before, but if you're going to give it away for free...
Say, Dorgan, all three of them, Stanfield, Van Dorn, and the girl, are inside.
Great.
Keep the girl out of it. Wait here and I'll whistle when I get them covered.
Yeah? What if you get in a jam and can't whistle?
I don't whistle in 5 minutes. Come in.
I know how to whistle. I just let the wind blow between my ears.
Stanley, I want to make one last appeal to Father. I'm sure I can persuade him to relent.
Oh,
Gloria,
seriously,
it's no
Gloria?
use. Let her go. She may at least learn something of their plans.
Yes. Wait here for me.
Well, go ahead, do be careful.
What the hell am I doing? Shouldn't I take this invention to the patent office and make bank?
Dorgan, only pawn in game of life.
Don't worry. I won't be long.
Well, even with my stocks in his possession, Barnett won't dare do anything until he's sure I can't be at the meeting.
I didn't know it had a silent mode.
And they intend to make sure that you will not be present.
You're right, dead sure.
I got a rocket in my pocket for the both of you.
You're coming with me, Stanfield.
Look, Billy. Van Dorn? He's been mighty quiet for a few minutes now. Get that vanishing ray off him.
Strip him naked and throw him into the street.
Well, time's up.
Let's go.
But first, let's get some free press.
Well, I'm glad we got this away from those crooks. Your antidote sure did its work.
I locked the ray and antidote in the vault. More than likely, this fellow didn't come alone.
I would have reinforced that door with steel by now.
Yeah, it's a definite weak point.
Van Dorn might be extra, but he's got style.
Alright, guys, you know that this time they have come to kill you. Just do away with them already.
Van Dorn, away from that phone. Here,
I sure wish they had Yakima Canutt as their fight choreographer.
Yeah, it's just a lot of flailing.
And Stan is still kicking their butts.
Meanwhile, the cops are hot on the trail of the Crimson Ghost.
Badger, get the car around the back. We'll take him out of the rear.
You're gonna what?
The old man got his call through. If he did, the police are on the way here now. Get Stanfield out. How about Van Dorn? Never mind, Van Dorn. Here comes the police. Get him out.
Van Dorn has bested us many times. What makes you think he can do it again?
So the cops must know where Van Dorn's office is by now.
He has called them a couple of times. No, Gloria, I don't want to go on the tilt-a-whirl again. You got your seatbelts on?
What are seatbelts, boss?
The young lady, sir. You said she was always to be brought in.
Oh, yes, Denny. Better come right in.
Hold on, let me hide the ketamine.
Hello, Gloria. Come in, have a chair.
Oh, but it's such a nice chair. Are you sure you don't want it?
Well, my dear, my plans are maturing in spite of Mr. Stanfield.
So, nya, 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 nya,
Well, I
nya.
suppose ask mercy for it.
No, Father. I've come to try and convince you that you can't win by ruthless, questionable methods.
I can't, eh?
Oh, Gloria, you
All I
sweet
needed
summer
was a majority
child.
Tribune stock, and I have it.
Please, Father, don't attempt to vote that stock. You're just throwing caution to the wind.
Hold on, I think I got a message on Discord.
Yes?
Hello, we're trying to get in touch with you about your car's extended warranty.
Good. No, not there. Yes. Dalton.
I'll report as soon as we get him on board.
Again, if they had killed them in the second episode, none of this would be happening.
Mr. Dawson, one of your victims, or just another member of your gang?
Gloria, I wish you wouldn't be so suspicious of me.
I mean, what have I ever done to you?
Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's all right, Cadwell. Let me introduce my...
I'm sorry, Father. I don't care to meet Mr. Cadwell.
Thanks for ruining the moment, Cadwell.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So she doesn't care to know me, eh?
I'm not sure, but she's right.
Oh!
Burn!
Meanwhile, at the SS Nelly D...
Do they really think he won't be able to escape from a boat?
Yeah, he can swim. He'll be fine.
And they were never seen again.
Professor, what's happened? Where's Stan?
Your horrible father, that's what happened.
They came after you left.
So, got any hobbies, Stan? Me, I like decoupage.
When I came to, they were gone and Stan with them.
Oh,
You were at your father's office? Did he get word from anyone?
no. Yes, he did.
More
A
plot
radio
convenience.
message. Father's answer was, no, not there. Yes, Dolphin.
Dolphin. That sounds like the name of a ship.
It does?
Maybe your father was telling them where to take Stan. I have a friend at the harbor manager's office.
Why,
You
even
know.
more convenient.
Van Dorn sure lives an interesting life.
Toll service, quick.
Meanwhile, at the Flying Dutchman...
Tell me, Stan, do you fear death?
So you got him at last, eh?
Yeah.
After all.
Yeah.
Down there where Barnett keeps his contraband liquor. Wait a minute.
Oh, please don't put me down there. My sponsor's gonna have a heart attack.
Why not chuck him overboard? Chief's orders. Get that hatch open.
Oh, but I've always wanted to make someone walk the plank.
So did Barnett buy his yacht in 1830?
It does seem a little anachronistic. Can you give me a magazine or something? Or maybe turn the radio on? Or
So, this is where Barnett keeps his stuff, huh? Yeah, and I'm going to have a little snort right now. I'm still numb from that last jolt I had.
Why did I expect him to jam the bottle up his nose?
No.
Dorgan, this is why you can never hold down a real job.
That's just the information I wanted.
Well,
The Dolphin is the name of an old schooner anchored off shore 3 miles south of the harbor. And it's registered in the name of Wade Barnett.
Now we just need to get in touch with
I wish
Aquaman.
we could handle this without calling in the police. I'm trying to save Father, not betraying.
We can handle it.
Gloria, is there nothing that your father can do to you or your friends and loved ones for you to turn on him finally?
He's safe. When we tie him, they stay tied.
Huh, tell that to Van Dorn.
I'll see him at the meeting.
Sure, I'll tell him he hasn't had a good laugh in months.
Your overconfidence is
Careful
your
of that cigarette,
weakness.
Kent. If the fire gets loose among these liquor kegs, there won't be a splinter left to tell where this ship has been. Come on, Badger.
Why, these bulkheads might soon be blazing. Wink, wink.
You know, if they both have a vanishing ray, they could take him.
I'm glad they're showing this. I wouldn't know how they left.
No reason why we should stay in this stuffy hole. No. Let's go up the cabin. Fine.
That was a stupid thing to do, even if this place wasn't, loaded with explosive bathtub booze.
You know, they could have also called this chapter The Booze Cruise.
You know where to go?
Yes, Mr. Van Dorn.
Thank you, ADR.
The same thing happened with the Exxon Valdez.
He's gonna walk away from this with a new kink, isn't he?
We'll never grow old, we'll never die, and we'll always be invisible.
The deck must be wet. It's taking a while to get going.
Here's we go. Down the hatch.
Fire bad!
I wanted to go on a cruise somewhere warm, but this is ridiculous.
Hey, that stuff of Barnett's not bad, eh?
I heard he cuts it with something called propylene glycol.
They could have also called this libation inflammation.
Ha, that's a good one.
Oh no, not the potatoes. He'd be dead, right?
Oh yeah, in real life he'd be overcome with the smoke by now.
Barnett really should fire him after this.
I mean, if they survive.
Not the two. Oh.
If I could only get to one more swig of sweet, sweet hooch.
It didn't take this long for Dorgan and them to get to the boat.
Their driver must be taking them the scenic route.
Awfully convenient that there was broken glass on the floor.
Gloria, did your father say anything about his boat being on fire?
It's a good thing I built up an immunity to smoke inhalation.
Dead!
See The Iron Death, Chapter 10 of the Vanishing Shadow serial, to be shown at this theater next week.
Well, I have to admit, those bulkheads were blazing.
Fire at sea is pretty bad.
Yeah, in real life, he'd be very, very dead.
Yeah, the smoke inhalation would have knocked him out, and then he would have exploded.
I wouldn't put it past him to just, have him swim away from the ship only slightly scorched.
I mean, the man has survived multiple car wrecks, and he walked away just fine.
I think if these serials were more realistic, then there'd be a lot more death and dismemberment.
Well, there are 3 episodes left now. You think the robot's gonna show up in the next one?
I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you.
Hello there, friends. It's your old pal, Bobby Roquefort. And if you like this video, please give it a like. And if you'd like more of that, unsubscribe to our channel. And if you didn't, well, I don't know what to tell you. But we do have more videos over here if you want to see more of what we've already got up. That's it. Help me.